Welcome to The Art of Agronomy, Cultivating Your Garden. In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of agronomy and discover how it can empower you as a gardener to achieve thriving and bountiful gardens. Agronomy is the science and practice of soil management, crop production, and sustainable agriculture. By understanding the principles of agronomy, you can unlock the secrets of nurturing healthy plants, optimizing yields, and creating sustainable ecosystems right in your own backyard. The principles of agronomy encompass various aspects of soil management, crop production, and sustainable agricultural practices. Here are some key principles. 1. Soil health. Agronomy emphasizes the importance of maintaining healthy soil. This involves understanding soil composition, pH levels, and nutrient content. Soil testing and analysis are crucial for determining the specific needs of crops and implementing appropriate fertilization strategies. 2. Crop selection and management. Agronomy involves selecting the right crops for specific environmental conditions, such as climate, soil type, and available resources. It includes considerations such as crop rotation, intercropping, and choosing varieties that are adapted to the local conditions. Effective crop management techniques, such as proper planting, irrigation, and weed control, are also essential. 3. Nutrient management. Agronomy focuses on optimizing nutrient availability for crops. This includes understanding the essential nutrients required by plants and their roles in growth and development. Nutrient management involves techniques such as balanced fertilization, efficient nutrient application methods, and precision farming technologies to minimize nutrient loss and maximize crop uptake. 4. Water management. Efficient water management is a critical principle of agronomy. It involves assessing water availability, implementing irrigation systems, and optimizing water usage to meet crop requirements while conserving resources. Agronomists strive to minimize water wastage, prevent waterlogging or drought stress, and promote sustainable water use practices. 5. The pest and disease management. Agronomy emphasizes integrated pest management, IPM, and disease control strategies. This involves monitoring pests and diseases, implementing preventive measures, using biological controls, and judiciously applying pesticides when necessary. Integrated approaches aim to minimize the environmental impact and promote natural pest and disease suppression mechanisms. 6. Sustainability. Sustainable agriculture is a core principle of agronomy. It involves minimizing the negative environmental impacts of agricultural practices while maintaining productivity. This includes adopting practices such as conservation tillage, cover cropping, organic farming methods, and promoting biodiversity within agricultural systems. 7. Research and innovation. Agronomy is a science-driven field that promotes continuous research and innovation. Agronomists study plant genetics, develop new crop varieties, explore efficient farming techniques, and evaluate the impact of agricultural practices on the environment. They contribute to the development of sustainable and resilient farming systems through scientific advancements. These principles serve as guiding frameworks for agronomists, farmers, and gardeners to make informed decisions and implement practices that maximize crop yields, protect the environment, and ensure long-term agricultural sustainability. Our journey begins with the soil, the foundation of any successful garden. We'll delve into the secrets of soil composition, pH balance, and nutrient management. You'll learn how to analyze and improve your soil's health, ensuring that your plants receive the essential elements they need to thrive. Soil composition refers to the various components that make up the composition of soil. These components can be broadly classified into 4 main categories: minerals, organic matter, water, and air. Understanding soil composition is crucial for assessing its fertility, drainage capacity, and overall suitability for plant growth. Let's explore each component in more detail. 1. Minerals. Minerals are the inorganic particles present in soil. They originate from the weathering of rocks and minerals over time. The primary mineral particles found in soil are sand, silt, and clay. Sand particles are the largest and provide good drainage but have lower water and nutrient holding capacity. Silt particles are intermediate in size and offer moderate drainage and nutrient holding capacity. Clay particles are the smallest and have excellent water and nutrient holding capacity but can lead to poor drainage and compacted soil. The proportion of these mineral particles determines the soil's texture, which affects its physical properties. 2. Organic matter. Organic matter consists of decomposed plant and animal materials in various stages of decay. It includes materials like dead leaves, plant residues, animal manure, and other organic substances. Organic matter plays a vital role in soil fertility and structure. It improves soil water holding capacity, nutrient retention, and provides a favorable environment for beneficial microorganisms. It also helps in enhancing soil structure, aeration, and resistance to erosion. 3. Water. Water is a vital component of soil composition. It exists in the soil as moisture and is essential for plant growth. Soil's ability to retain and release water is influenced by factors such as texture, organic matter content, and compaction. The presence of adequate water in soil is crucial for nutrient uptake by plants, biochemical reactions, and overall plant health. Poor drainage or excessive water can adversely affect plant growth and contribute to soil erosion. For air, soil contains spaces or pores filled with air. These air-filled spaces are essential for root respiration and the survival of soil organisms. Adequate air circulation within the soil helps maintain aerobic conditions necessary for the growth of beneficial microorganisms. Soil compaction, excessive waterlogging, or poor soil structure can limit air movement and negatively impact plant roots and soil health. Apart from these main components, soil composition also includes various essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and micronutrients, which are vital for plant growth. The availability and distribution of these nutrients within the soil profile greatly influence plant health and productivity. Understanding soil composition is important for soil management. Soil testing and analysis can provide valuable information about nutrient levels, pH, organic matter content, and other properties. Based on this information, farmers and gardeners can make informed decisions regarding soil amendments, fertilization, and other practices to optimize soil health and support robust plant growth. pH balance refers to the measure of acidity or alkalinity of a substance, including soil. The pH scale ranges from 0 to 14, with 7 considered neutral. Values below 7 indicate acidity, while values above 7 indicate alkalinity. In the context of soil, pH plays a crucial role in determining the availability of essential nutrients to plants and influences overall soil health. The pH of soil affects the solubility and accessibility of various nutrients. Different nutrients have optimal availability within specific pH ranges. For example, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are more readily available to plants in slightly acidic to neutral soils, pH 6.0 to 7.0. On the other hand, some micronutrients like iron, manganese, and zinc are more accessible in slightly acidic to mildly alkaline soils, pH 5.5 to 7.5. However, extreme pH values can lead to nutrient deficiencies or toxicities, even if the nutrients are present in the soil. Soil pH also influences the activity of beneficial soil organisms and microorganisms. Some beneficial microorganisms that aid in nutrient cycling and plant health thrive in specific pH ranges. Acid-loving bacteria, for instance, can help convert nutrients into forms that plants can readily absorb in slightly acidic soils. In contrast, alkaline soils may harbor different microbial populations that are better adapted to those conditions. It is important to note that different plants have varying pH preferences. Some plants, like blueberries and azaleas, prefer acidic soil, while others, such as certain grasses, tolerate or prefer alkaline soil. Understanding the pH requirements of specific plants can help gardeners select suitable plant species and make appropriate amendments to the soil. To assess soil pH, soil testing is necessary. Soil testing kits or laboratories can provide accurate measurements of soil pH and other relevant soil properties. If the pH is outside the optimal range for a desired plant or crop, amendments can be applied to adjust the pH. For example, adding lime can help raise the pH of acidic soil, while elemental sulfur or acidic organic materials can lower the pH of alkaline soil. Maintaining proper pH balance is crucial for maximizing nutrient availability, promoting healthy plant growth, and optimizing soil fertility. Regular monitoring and appropriate pH management practices are essential for maintaining a balanced pH that suits the specific needs of plants being grown. Nutrient management is a critical aspect of agronomy and involves effectively managing the availability, application, and utilization of nutrients in agricultural systems. It aims to optimize nutrient levels in the soil to support healthy plant growth, maximize crop yields, and minimize nutrient losses that could have negative environmental impacts. Here are key aspects of nutrient management. 1. Nutrient assessment. Nutrient management begins with assessing the nutrient status of the soil. Soil testing helps determine the existing nutrient levels, pH, and other properties. This information enables farmers and agronomists to identify nutrient deficiencies or excesses and make informed decisions regarding nutrient management strategies. 2. Nutrient requirements. Different crops have varying nutrient requirements at different growth stages. Understanding the specific nutrient needs of the crops being grown is essential. Crop nutrient requirements can be determined through research, nutrient response trials, and agronomic recommendations. This information serves as a basis for developing targeted nutrient management plans. 3. Fertilizer application. Fertilizers are commonly used to supplement nutrient deficiencies in the soil. They provide essential elements such as nitrogen, N, phosphorus, P, potassium, K, and other macro and micronutrients. Fertilizer application methods can vary, including broadcast application, banding, foliar spraying, or fertigation, application through irrigation systems. The timing and rate of fertilizer application should align with the crop's growth stage and nutrient requirements. 4. Nutrient sources. Nutrient management involves considering different nutrient sources. These sources can include mineral fertilizers, organic fertilizers, example, manure, compost, and other soil amendments. The selection of nutrient sources depends on factors such as nutrient availability, cost, environmental impact, and soil conditions. Balanced nutrient sources and appropriate nutrient ratios help prevent nutrient imbalances and promote optimal plant growth. 5. Nutrient loss mitigation. Nutrient losses can occur through leaching, runoff, volatilization, or erosion, leading to environmental concerns. Nutrient management strategies aim to minimize these losses. Techniques such as precision farming, controlled release fertilizers, cover cropping, and conservation practices, example, contour plowing, buffer strips, can help reduce nutrient loss and improve nutrient use efficiency. 6. Soil health and organic matter. Organic matter plays a crucial role in nutrient management. It enhances soil fertility, improves nutrient retention, and promotes microbial activity. Practices like crop rotation, cover cropping, and organic soil amendments can help increase organic matter content, enhancing nutrient availability and soil structure. 7. Monitoring and adjustments. Nutrient management is an ongoing process that requires regular monitoring and adjustment. Monitoring techniques may include soil testing, tissue analysis, and visual assessments of crop health. By closely monitoring nutrient levels and plant responses, adjustments can be made to fertilizer application rates, timing, and nutrient sources to optimize nutrient uptake and plant performance. By implementing effective nutrient management strategies, farmers and agronomists can enhance crop productivity, minimize environmental impacts, and ensure sustainable agricultural practices. It involves a comprehensive approach that considers soil health, nutrient requirements, appropriate fertilizer application, and ongoing monitoring to achieve optimal nutrient balance in agricultural systems. Next, we'll explore the art of seed selection and planting techniques. From understanding seed viability to proper spacing and depth, we'll equip you with the knowledge to start your plants off on the right foot. Seed selection is a crucial aspect of agronomy and gardening that involves choosing the right seeds for planting based on specific factors and desired outcomes. Proper seed selection contributes to healthy plant growth, disease resistance, optimal yields, and overall success in gardening or crop production. Here are key considerations for seed selection. 1. Crop or plant type. Determine the type of crop or plant you want to grow. Consider whether you are planting vegetables, fruits, grains, flowers, or herbs. Different plant types have specific seed requirements, growth habits, and environmental preferences. 2. Climate and growing conditions. Consider the climate and growing conditions of your region. Some seeds are better suited for warm climates, while others are more cold tolerant. Take into account factors such as temperature ranges, rainfall patterns, sunlight exposure, and soil type. Choose seeds that are adapted to the specific conditions of your growing area. 3. Disease resistance and adaptability. Look for seeds that have resistance or tolerance to prevalent diseases, pests, or environmental stresses in your region. Disease-resistant varieties can help reduce the risk of crop losses and the need for chemical interventions. Adaptability to local conditions, such as soil types or water availability, can also contribute to better plant performance. For yield and harvest time, consider the desired yield and the time required for the plant to mature and be ready for harvest. Some seeds may offer higher yields, faster growth, or extended harvest periods. Understanding the expected yield and timing can help in planning planting schedules and optimizing production. 5. Quality and source. Ensure you obtain high-quality seeds from reputable sources. Look for seeds that have been tested for germination rates, purity, and freedom from contaminants or diseases. Certified organic seeds are available for those interested in organic gardening. Consider purchasing from trusted seed suppliers, nurseries, or local farmers who specialize in your desired crops. 6. Open-pollinated, hybrid, or genetically modified. Decide whether you prefer open-pollinated, hybrid, or genetically modified (GM) seeds. Open-pollinated seeds are pollinated naturally and produce offspring that resemble the parent plants. Hybrid seeds are produced by cross-pollinating two genetically distinct parent plants and may exhibit improved traits, such as disease resistance or higher yields. GM seeds have been genetically modified to possess specific traits, such as insect resistance or herbicide tolerance. 7. Heirloom or heritage varieties. Heirloom or heritage seeds refer to traditional plant varieties that have been passed down through generations. These seeds are often open-pollinated and known for their unique characteristics, flavors, or historical significance. Growing heirloom varieties can help preserve biodiversity and cultural heritage. 8. Personal preferences. Consider your personal preferences regarding flavor, color, size, or other specific traits. Some gardeners may have specific preferences for taste, appearance, or culinary uses. Select seeds that align with your personal preferences and gardening goals. It is important to note that seed selection is not a one-size-fits-all approach. The specific requirements and considerations may vary depending on the plant species, gardening goals, and local conditions. Consulting local agricultural extension services, experienced gardeners, or seed catalogs can provide valuable guidance and information on suitable seed choices for your specific needs. Planting techniques play a vital role in ensuring successful crop establishment, optimal growth, and maximum yield. Different crops may require specific planting techniques, but here are some general considerations and methods for effective planting. 1. Site preparation. Before planting, prepare the planting site by clearing weeds, removing debris, and loosening the soil. Ensure the soil is well drained and free from compaction. Proper site preparation promotes good seed-to-soil contact and allows roots to penetrate easily. 2. Seedbed preparation. Create a suitable seedbed by leveling the soil surface and breaking up large clumps. This helps create a uniform planting environment and ensures even germination and emergence of seeds. It is essential to remove any rocks, debris, or large plant residues that may obstruct seedling growth. 3. Seed spacing and depth. Plant seeds at the appropriate spacing and depth. The recommended spacing and depth vary depending on the crop and seed size. Follow seed packet instructions or consult reliable planting guides for specific recommendations. Planting too shallow may expose seeds to unfavorable environmental conditions, while planting too deep may inhibit germination and seedling emergence. 4. Direct seeding. Direct seeding involves planting seeds directly into the field or garden where the crop will grow. This method is suitable for crops like beans, corn, carrots, and lettuce. Make furrows or holes in the soil, place the seeds at the desired spacing, cover them with soil, and gently firm the soil around the seeds. 5. Transplanting. Transplanting involves starting seeds indoors or in a nursery and then moving the seedlings to their final planting location. This method is common for crops like tomatoes, peppers, and cabbage. Start seeds in containers or trays, and once the seedlings have reached an appropriate size, transplant them into prepared soil, ensuring they are planted at the correct depth. 6. Watering. Proper watering after planting is essential for seed germination and seedling establishment. Water the planting area thoroughly immediately after planting to ensure good soil moisture around the seeds. After germination, continue to provide adequate irrigation based on the specific water needs of the crop. 7. Mulching. Mulching can help conserve soil moisture, regulate soil temperature, suppress weed growth, and protect seedlings. Apply a layer of organic mulch, such as straw, wood chips, or compost, around the plants after planting. Mulching also helps prevent soil erosion and improves overall soil health. 8. Staking and support. Some crops, like tomatoes, beans, or cucumbers, may require staking or support structures to ensure proper growth and prevent damage. Install stakes, trellises, or cages before or shortly after planting to provide support as the plants grow. 9. Crop rotation. Consider implementing crop rotation practices, especially in larger agricultural settings. Rotate crops annually to reduce disease and pest pressure, improve soil fertility, and minimize the buildup of crop-specific pathogens or pests. 10. Monitoring and care. Regularly monitor the planted area for signs of pests, diseases, or nutrient deficiencies. Implement appropriate pest and disease management practices, fertilize as needed, and provide adequate weed control to ensure healthy crop growth. Remember to consult crop-specific guidelines, planting charts, or agricultural extension resources for detailed instructions and recommendations tailored to the crops you are planting. Adapting planting techniques to local conditions and incorporating best practices can greatly contribute to successful plant establishment and overall crop productivity. Once your plants have taken root, it's time to dive into agronomic practices that promote healthy growth. We'll discuss the importance of water management, the benefits of organic fertilizers, and the art of pest and disease prevention. With these tools in hand, you'll be able to nurture your garden while minimizing harm to the environment. Water management is crucial in garden settings to ensure optimal plant growth, minimize water waste, and conserve this valuable resource. Here are some key considerations and strategies for effective water management in the garden. 1. Watering techniques. use appropriate watering techniques to deliver water efficiently to plant roots. The two common methods are hand watering, use a watering can, hose, or drip irrigation to deliver water directly to the base of plants. Avoid watering foliage, as it can promote disease development. Apply water slowly and evenly to allow for proper absorption. Drip irrigation, install a drip irrigation system that delivers water directly to the root zones of plants. Drip irrigation minimizes water loss through evaporation and ensures targeted watering, reducing weed growth and preventing water runoff. 2. Watering schedule. Develop a watering schedule based on the water needs of specific plants and environmental conditions. Factors such as plant type, stage of growth, soil type, temperature, and rainfall patterns influence watering frequency. Avoid overwatering, as it can lead to root rot and other water-related issues. Regularly monitor soil moisture levels to determine when watering is necessary. 3. Mulching. Apply a layer of organic mulch, such as straw, wood chips, or compost, around plants. Mulching helps conserve soil moisture by reducing evaporation, regulating soil temperature, and suppressing weed growth. Mulch also improves soil structure, reduces erosion, and provides a protective barrier against water runoff. 4. Water conservation techniques. Implement water conservation techniques to reduce water usage in the garden. Rainwater harvesting. Collect rainwater from roofs or other surfaces using rain barrels or storage tanks. Use this harvested water for garden irrigation during dry periods. Rainwater is free from chlorine and other chemicals found in tap water, making it beneficial for plants. Greywater recycling. Reuse household greywater, such as water from showers, sinks, or washing machines, for garden irrigation. Ensure proper filtration and use eco-friendly, plant-safe detergents to prevent any adverse effects on plant health. Water-efficient irrigation systems. Install water-efficient irrigation systems, such as drip irrigation or micro-sprinklers, which minimize water loss through evaporation and provide targeted watering to plant roots. Watering at the right time. Water plants during cooler parts of the day, such as early morning or late evening, to reduce water loss due to evaporation. Avoid watering during windy conditions, as it can cause uneven water distribution and wastage. 5. Soil management. Improve soil structure and water holding capacity through soil amendments and organic matter additions. Well-drained soil with good water retention properties allows plants to access water while preventing waterlogging and runoff. 6. Plant selection. Choose plant varieties that are well adapted to your local climate and soil conditions. Native or drought-tolerant plants typically require less water once established. Group plants with similar water requirements together to simplify irrigation practices. 7. Regular monitoring. Regularly monitor soil moisture levels and plant health to assess the effectiveness of watering practices. Adjust watering schedules and amounts based on observed plant needs and local weather conditions. By implementing these water management strategies, gardeners can promote healthy plant growth, conserve water resources, and contribute to sustainable gardening practices. Efficient water management not only benefits the garden but also helps protect the environment by minimizing water waste and reducing the strain on freshwater supplies. Organic fertilizers offer several benefits compared to synthetic or chemical-based fertilizers. Here are some key advantages of using organic fertilizers in gardening and agriculture. 1. Nutrient release and soil health. Organic fertilizers provide a slow and steady release of nutrients to plants. They contain a variety of organic compounds that undergo decomposition by soil microorganisms, gradually releasing nutrients in a form that plants can readily absorb. This slow-release mechanism helps prevent nutrient leaching, reducing the risk of nutrient runoff and pollution. Additionally, organic fertilizers improve soil health by enhancing microbial activity, increasing organic matter content, and promoting beneficial soil organisms. 2. Nutrient balance and micronutrients. organic fertilizers typically contain a balanced blend of essential macro and micronutrients required for plant growth. These nutrients are naturally derived from organic sources such as animal manure, compost, bone meal, or plant-based materials. The organic nature of these fertilizers ensures a more balanced nutrient profile, reducing the risk of nutrient imbalances or toxicities. 3. Improved soil structure and water retention. Organic fertilizers contribute to improved soil structure and moisture holding capacity. They enhance soil aggregation, promoting better drainage in heavy soils and water retention in sandy soils. By improving soil structure, organic fertilizers help create a favorable environment for root growth, nutrient uptake, and overall plant health. 4. Long-term soil fertility. Regular use of organic fertilizers can enhance long-term soil fertility. They provide a steady supply of nutrients to the soil, improving its nutrient-holding capacity and reducing the need for frequent fertilization. Organic fertilizers also contribute to the accumulation of organic matter in the soil, which improves nutrient availability, water retention, and overall soil health over time. 5. Environmental sustainability. Organic fertilizers align with environmentally sustainable practices. They are derived from natural sources and undergo minimal processing, reducing the carbon footprint associated with production and transportation. Organic fertilizers also support biodiversity by promoting beneficial soil microorganisms and minimizing the use of synthetic chemicals that can have negative impacts on ecosystems. 6. Reduced chemical residues. Organic fertilizers are free from synthetic chemicals, pesticides, and genetically modified organisms, GMOs. Their use reduces the risk of chemical residues in soil, water, and crops. Organic fertilizers support organic farming practices and are preferred by those seeking pesticide-free and GMO-free food production. 7. Improved plant health and flavor. Organic fertilizers promote overall plant health by providing a balanced nutrient supply and improving soil conditions. Healthy plants are more resistant to pests, diseases, and environmental stresses. Additionally, many gardeners and consumers appreciate the improved flavor and quality of organically grown produce. It is important to note that organic fertilizers may have slower nutrient release rates compared to synthetic fertilizers, requiring a longer-term approach to soil fertility management. Additionally, the nutrient content in organic fertilizers may vary depending on their source and production methods. However, when used in combination with good soil management practices, organic fertilizers can be a valuable component of sustainable and environmentally friendly gardening and agriculture. The art of pest and disease prevention in gardening and agriculture involves implementing proactive strategies to minimize the occurrence and impact of pests and diseases on plants. By taking preventive measures, gardeners can reduce the reliance on chemical interventions and promote a healthier, more sustainable growing environment. Here are key principles and practices for effective pest and disease prevention. 1. Plant selection and diversity. Choose plant varieties that are known for their resistance or tolerance to common pests and diseases in your region. Selecting disease-resistant cultivars and incorporating a diverse range of plants in your garden helps reduce the risk of widespread infestations and disease outbreaks. 2. Healthy soil and plant nutrition. Maintain healthy soil conditions by improving soil fertility, structure, and nutrient balance. Healthy plants grown in fertile soil are better equipped to resist pests and diseases. Test soil regularly, amend as necessary, and provide adequate nutrients to ensure plant vitality. 3. Crop rotation. Practice crop rotation by systematically changing the location of plantings each season. This disrupts pest and disease life cycles and reduces the buildup of pathogens and pests specific to certain crops. Rotate plants from different families or categories to minimize disease carryover. 4. Proper plant spacing. Provide adequate spacing between plants to promote good air circulation and prevent the spread of diseases. Crowded plants create a favorable environment for pathogens and hinder effective pest management. Follow recommended spacing guidelines for each plant species. 5. Sanitation practices. Maintain cleanliness in the garden by regularly removing plant debris, fallen leaves, and diseased plant material. Clearing away hiding places and potential breeding sites for pests helps disrupt their life cycles. Dispose of infected or diseased plants properly to prevent the spread of pathogens. 6. Integrated pest management. IPM implement an integrated pest management approach, which involves combining multiple pest management strategies for effective control. This includes biological controls, using beneficial insects or organisms, cultural practices, such as companion planting and trap cropping, mechanical controls, hand-picking pests, and targeted pesticide applications only when necessary and as a last resort. 7. Monitoring and early detection. Regularly inspect plants for signs of pests, diseases, or abnormal growth. Early detection allows for prompt intervention and prevents the escalation of problems. Monitor plant health, leaf color, pest populations, and any visible symptoms. Use sticky traps, pheromone traps, or visual observation to monitor pest activity. 8. Beneficial insects and natural predators. Encourage the presence of beneficial insects and natural predators that prey on common pests. Plant flowers and herbs that attract beneficial insects, such as ladybugs, lacewings, and parasitic wasps. Avoid using broad-spectrum insecticides that can harm beneficial insects. 9. Organic and natural remedies. Utilize organic and natural pest control methods, such as insecticidal soaps, neem oil, horticultural oils, or botanical extracts. These options are effective against certain pests while being less harmful to beneficial insects, humans, and the environment. Follow label instructions and use these remedies judiciously. 10. Education and continuous learning. Stay informed about common pests and diseases affecting your region. Attend workshops, consult gardening resources, and connect with local agricultural extension services for guidance. Continuously educate yourself about effective pest management techniques and stay updated on sustainable gardening practices. Remember that prevention is key, but occasional pest or disease outbreaks may still occur. Being vigilant, proactive, and responsive to the needs of your plants will help minimize their impact and maintain a healthy garden environment. By embracing the art of pest and disease prevention, gardeners can foster a balanced ecosystem, reduce chemical inputs, and enjoy the rewards of bountiful and thriving plants. Finally, we'll explore the concept of sustainable gardening and its role in agronomy. From composting and mulching to crop rotation and companion planting, we'll reveal how you can create an eco-friendly garden that benefits both your plants and the surrounding ecosystem. Composting is a natural process that transforms organic materials into nutrient-rich compost, which can be used to improve soil health, enhance plant growth, and reduce waste. It is a sustainable practice that diverts organic waste from landfills while creating a valuable resource for gardening and agriculture. Here are key aspects and benefits of composting. 1. Compostable materials. Composting involves the decomposition of organic materials. Suitable compostable materials include green materials, fresh plant material such as grass clippings, fruit and vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, and plant trimmings. These materials are rich in nitrogen and provide the necessary moisture for the composting process. Brown materials, dry and woody materials such as fallen leaves, straw, twigs, sawdust, and shredded paper. These materials are rich in carbon and help create airflow and structure in the compost pile. Other organic matter, additional materials like eggshells, tea leaves, yard waste, and small amounts of untreated wood chips can also be added to the compost pile. 2. Composting techniques. There are several composting techniques, including backyard or on-site composting. This involves creating a compost pile or bin in your own backyard or garden. It allows for easy management and control of the composting process. Turning the compost pile regularly helps aerate the pile and speed up decomposition. Vermicomposting: this method involves using worms, such as red wigglers, to break down organic materials. The worms consume the organic matter and produce nutrient-rich castings, worm compost. Vermicomposting is suitable for smaller-scale composting and can be done indoors or outdoors. Aerated static pile composting: this technique is commonly used for larger-scale composting operations. It involves creating a pile of organic materials and using mechanical or natural aeration methods to promote decomposition. The pile is periodically turned or aerated to maintain oxygen levels and accelerate the composting process. 3. Composting process. Composting requires a balance of carbon-rich, brown, and nitrogen-rich, green, materials, moisture, and oxygen. The process involves the following stages. Decomposition: microorganisms, such as bacteria, fungi, and actinomycetes, break down the organic materials into simpler compounds through the process of decomposition. This stage generates heat, which is crucial for killing weed seeds, pathogens, and undesirable organisms. Maturation: over time, the partially decomposed materials undergo further breakdown and stabilization. The composting process can take anywhere from a few months to a year, depending on the composting method, materials used, and environmental conditions. 4. Benefits of composting. Soil enrichment: compost is a nutrient-rich amendment that improves soil fertility and structure. It adds organic matter to the soil, enhancing its water-holding capacity, nutrient availability, and overall health. Compost also helps prevent soil erosion and supports beneficial soil microorganisms. Waste reduction: composting diverts organic waste from landfills, reducing methane emissions and minimizing the environmental impact of waste disposal. It is an effective way to recycle kitchen scraps, yard waste, and other organic materials. Sustainable gardening: using compost in gardens and landscapes reduces the need for synthetic fertilizers and promotes organic gardening practices. Compost releases nutrients slowly, providing a long-lasting and balanced supply of nutrients to plants. Environmental benefits: composting reduces greenhouse gas emissions from decomposing organic waste in landfills. It also helps conserve water by improving soil moisture retention and reduces the need for chemical inputs, thus promoting sustainable and eco-friendly gardening and agriculture. Cost savings: by producing your own compost, you can reduce the need to purchase commercial fertilizers and soil amendments. Mulching is a gardening practice that involves applying a layer of material to the soil surface around plants. Mulch serves multiple purposes and offers several benefits for plant health, soil conservation, and weed control. Here are key aspects and benefits of mulching. 1. Moisture conservation: mulch helps retain soil moisture by reducing evaporation. It acts as a protective barrier, preventing direct contact between the soil and the air, thus minimizing water loss. By conserving moisture, mulch helps plants maintain proper hydration, especially during hot and dry periods, reducing the need for frequent irrigation. 2. Weed suppression: mulching inhibits weed growth by blocking sunlight from reaching weed seeds. It acts as a physical barrier, preventing weeds from germinating and competing with desirable plants for water, nutrients, and sunlight. Mulch also makes it easier to pull out any weeds that do manage to grow. 3. Temperature regulation: mulch acts as an insulating layer, regulating soil temperature and protecting plant roots from extreme heat or cold. In hot weather, it helps keep the soil cooler, reducing the stress on plants. In colder climates, mulch provides insulation, preventing soil temperature fluctuations that can damage plant roots during winter. For soil erosion prevention, mulch helps prevent soil erosion caused by wind, water, or heavy rainfall. It forms a protective cover over the soil surface, reducing the impact of raindrops and promoting water absorption into the soil. Mulch also helps bind soil particles together, preventing erosion from wind and runoff. 5. Soil improvement. Organic mulches, such as compost, straw, leaves, or wood chips, gradually break down and incorporate organic matter into the soil. This decomposition process enriches the soil with nutrients, improves soil structure, and enhances microbial activity. As the mulch breaks down, it improves soil fertility and promotes a healthy soil ecosystem. 6. Disease prevention. Mulch acts as a physical barrier, reducing the splashing of soil-borne pathogens onto plant leaves. It helps prevent the spread of certain diseases that can be transmitted through soil contact. By minimizing the contact between plants and soil, mulch can contribute to overall plant health and reduce the risk of diseases. 7. Aesthetic appeal. Mulching enhances the visual appearance of garden beds and landscapes. It provides a uniform and tidy look, making the garden more attractive. Mulch comes in various colors and textures, allowing gardeners to customize the appearance of their outdoor spaces. 8. Easy maintenance. Mulching reduces the need for frequent weeding, as it suppresses weed growth. It also helps maintain soil moisture levels, reducing the frequency of watering. Additionally, mulch helps prevent soil compaction and minimizes the impact of rain splatter, which can cause soil crusting and hinder seed germination. When applying mulch, consider the following guidelines. Choose the right mulch. Select mulch materials that suit your specific gardening needs, such as organic mulches, straw, wood chips, leaves, or inorganic mulches, gravel, pebbles, landscape fabric. Organic mulches provide additional benefits as they decompose and improve soil health. Apply properly. Apply a layer of mulch around plants, leaving a small gap around the plant stem to prevent moisture accumulation and potential rotting. Apply mulch to a depth of 2 to 4 inches, ensuring even coverage across the entire garden bed. Maintain mulch depth. Periodically check the mulch depth and replenish it as needed, as mulch materials break down over time. Replenishing mulch helps maintain its benefits and appearance. Consider seasonal adjustments. In cold climates, consider removing or reducing mulch in winter to allow the soil to warm up more quickly in spring. In warmer climates, adjust mulch depth to provide adequate insulation and moisture retention during hot and dry periods. Choose sustainable mulch. Opt for locally sourced, renewable, and sustainable mulch materials to reduce environmental impact and support local economies. In summary, mulching is a valuable gardening practice that conserves moisture, suppresses weeds, regulates soil temperature, prevents erosion, improves soil health, and enhances the overall appearance of garden beds and landscapes. By incorporating mulch into your gardening routine, you can promote plant growth, reduce maintenance efforts, and create a healthier and more sustainable growing environment. Crop rotation and companion planting are two effective techniques used in gardening and agriculture to improve plant health, maximize yields, and manage pests and diseases. Here's a discussion of each technique. 1. Crop rotation. Crop rotation involves systematically changing the planting locations of different crops within a specific area over successive growing seasons. It aims to disrupt pest and disease life cycles, improve soil health, and optimize nutrient utilization. Here are key principles and benefits of crop rotation. Pest and disease management. Different plant species have varying susceptibility to pests and diseases. By rotating crops, you can break the life cycles of specific pests and pathogens, reducing their buildup in the soil. For example, if a certain crop is prone to a particular pest or disease, rotating it with a different crop that is less susceptible can help prevent recurring issues. Nutrient management. Different crops have varying nutrient requirements. Crop rotation allows you to optimize nutrient utilization by alternating crops with different nutrient demands. For instance, legume crops, such as peas and beans, have the ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen and enrich the soil, benefiting subsequent crops with higher nitrogen needs. Soil health and fertility. Crop rotation improves soil health by reducing soil erosion, enhancing organic matter content, and preventing nutrient imbalances. Different crops contribute unique organic residues to the soil, promoting microbial diversity and improving soil structure. This, in turn, enhances water infiltration, nutrient availability, and overall soil fertility. Weed control. Crop rotation can help suppress weeds by disrupting their life cycles. Some weeds are specific to certain crops, and rotating crops can break their cycles and reduce weed populations. Additionally, certain crops, like cover crops, can be incorporated into rotation schemes to smother weeds and prevent their establishment. Sustainable farming. Crop rotation is a sustainable practice that reduces reliance on chemical inputs. By diversifying crops and incorporating legumes or cover crops, farmers can minimize the need for synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. It promotes a more balanced and ecological approach to farming. When implementing crop rotation, consider the following guidelines. Plan rotation sequences. Plan a rotation sequence that takes into account the specific needs, growth habits, and disease susceptibility of different crops. Consider the recommended interval between planting the same crop in the same location to effectively break pest and disease cycles. Choose complementary crops. Select crops that complement each other in terms of nutrient demands, growth habits, and pest and disease resistance. For example, rotating heavy feeders with nitrogen-fixing legumes can enhance soil fertility and nutrient cycling. Include cover crops. Incorporate cover crops into rotation schemes during fallow periods or as green manures. Cover crops help suppress weeds, improve soil structure, fix nitrogen, and enhance overall soil health. 2. Companion planting. Companion planting involves growing different plant species in close proximity to benefit each other through mutual support, pest control, and resource utilization. Here are key principles and benefits of companion planting. Pest management. Some plant combinations repel or deter pests, while others attract beneficial insects that prey on pests. For example, planting marigolds alongside vegetables can help deter certain insect pests. Interplanting aromatic herbs like basil and rosemary can also repel pests. Nutrient enhancement. Certain plant combinations improve nutrient uptake and utilization. For instance, planting nitrogen-fixing legumes near nitrogen-demanding crops can provide a natural source of nitrogen. Similarly, plants with deep taproots can help bring up nutrients from deeper soil layers, benefiting shallow-rooted plants. Space optimization. Companion planting allows for efficient use of garden space by intercropping plants with different heights, growth habits, or root structures. For instance, tall plants can provide shade to more delicate or sun-sensitive crops, while ground cover plants can suppress weeds and conserve moisture. Biodiversity and ecosystem support. Companion planting enhances biodiversity in the garden, attracting beneficial insects, birds, and pollinators. This promotes a healthier ecosystem and improves overall garden resilience. Cultural benefits. Some companion plants provide cultural benefits, such as masking odors, attracting desirable wildlife, or providing physical support. For example, tall sunflowers can serve as trellises for climbing beans or cucumbers. When practicing companion planting, consider the following guidelines. Research compatible plants. Understand the compatibility and synergies between different plant species before pairing them. Some combinations may have conflicting growth habits or allelopathic effects, chemical interactions. Utilize plant diversity. Mix different plant types, including flowers, herbs, vegetables, and fruits, to create a diverse and balanced garden ecosystem. Aim for a variety of colors, flowering times, and growth habits to maximize the benefits. Observe and adapt. Monitor your garden regularly and observe how different plant combinations interact. Adjust your companion planting arrangements based on your observations and the specific needs of your plants. Crop rotation and companion planting are valuable techniques that can be used individually or in combination to promote plant health, maximize yields, and create sustainable and resilient garden ecosystems. By implementing these practices, gardeners can achieve a more balanced and harmonious approach to growing plants while minimizing the reliance on synthetic inputs and managing pests and diseases more effectively. The art of agronomy. Cultivating your garden is your gateway to unlocking the full potential of your gardening endeavors. Join us on this transformative journey, and together, let's cultivate gardens that thrive, inspire, and nourish our souls.